Misinformation, climate change, funding cuts, and more pose great challenges to the field of infectious disease, but ID experts are bravely persevering to deliver quality care and brighter futures to ID patients. We're here at IDWeek 2025 to find out how the experts are staying resilient through these challenges.
What are some of the challenges that you're witnessing right now?
I think probably the biggest challenge that we face in infectious disease is the rise of antimicrobial resistant organisms. And really that's why I come here to IDWeek, really to get inspired and to see what's out there, who's working on solutions for a lot of these challenging infections that we're dealing with.
Climate change, of course, it has kind of redrawn the boundaries of certain, microbial patterns. In the coming decades, we'll probably need to, reassess how that's going to shift the way that we treat certain bugs.
It's definitely a challenge with cuts in funding, cuts in science, as you would say, with the current administration. So I think that is the largest challenge that we're facing right now.
We have to address the elephant in the room, which is the political reality that we're dealing with. And in addition to the funding challenges from the federal government and beyond, I think the challenges of the public distrust of science is a real big one.
How are you staying resilient when it comes to facing these types of challenges? Do you remain optimistic?
Yeah, I think, ID is a really resilient specialty to begin with, and, ways that as a field we can stay on top of it is to stay educated about what's going on, keep reading the literature, and work as a team to solve the issues that are going to come against us in the upcoming decades.
I think combating misinformation at the local level is probably the best way to start. So I have a lot of patients that will walk in and go like, well, I've heard X, Y, and Z. And rather than negating their experience, acknowledging their experience, acknowledging that they've been going around, listening to these things, acknowledging their fears, and then really working with that. I think listening to individuals and their fears and their resistance opens the door for communication, and then presenting scientific facts to these individuals sometimes changes minds. Now, is it successful every time? No. Sometimes you have to do it repeatedly with individuals, but it starts with an individual, right?
When you look to the future, are you hopeful? What do you see coming down the pike?
I'm always hopeful. When it comes to infectious disease, there's always going to be challenges, but when I come to a place like this and I see my collaborators and my colleagues, I always have hope that we're going to make some significant progress.